Hello humans, I'm Yoshiller, and welcome back to some more Shantae, Half-Genie Hero. In the previous part, I continued on with the hero mode. I pretty much just collected a bunch of things, so I got all of the remaining heart holders, all the remaining gallery keys, and all the remaining sunken souls and scrap metals and all that. So, in this part, I'm pretty much just gonna beat the remainder of the game. But first, I have to make sure that I get everything else, so that I can get a 100% completion. That means having to buy all of the items and power-ups from the item shop, and from Tuki, the snake person who lives in a jar or whatever. So, I'm going into the wrong place. Let me try this again. So, in order to spare you guys the convenience, I'm going to go ahead and cut out all the stuff that includes me farming for gems, because, honestly, it's not going to be that fun to show. I'm not going to have a lot to commentate about, and if I showcase all of it, this video is going to be like an hour long. So, what I want to do first is I want to go ahead and open up all of these concept art places. What I want to do is I want to get the magical tiara from the mayor. This will give me an infinite magic supply. Then what I want to do is I want to talk to Tuki, and I want to get the gem jug dance, I believe it's called, which will allow me to spawn gems wherever I am. And since I'll have the magical tiara and infinite magic, I can just spawn gems infinitely until I have enough to get everything else. Also, I figured I may as well turn into the monkey so I can go through this corridor more quickly, so I can reach the mayor more quickly, so I can get the magical tiara more quickly, so I can do the rest of this video more quickly. Okay? Okay. Bada bing, bada boom, thank you mayor. Here is the most broken item in the game, but that's okay, it's only accessible at the end of the game anyway, even in hero mode. So okay, I got this. Now what I want to do is, once this loading screen goes through, bada bing, bada boom, long loading screen, it's okay, get a few extra gems, may as well, because I'm going to need them anyway. Let's go ahead and give a quick visit into here, and let's just see what I can buy real quickly, because I'm going to need to buy everything anyway. Let's get that flamethrower and max that out. I'm 2 gems short of the scimitar. Well, let me go ahead and break some jars outside, get 2 extra gems, and go ahead and buy those scimitars, huh? Oops, I did not mean to talk to you. I just wanted to break this. Thank you. Now I have enough. Now I'll buy those scimitars. And then, once I buy these, I'm going into the wrong place again. I'm just messing everything up. Please forgive me. Okay, now the scimitars, I would argue, are among the most useful items in the game, but okay. And then I'll buy the rest of the stuff later. I will buy him. I will buy him in just a couple minutes. For now, I need to go ahead and get that gem jug power up. So, I'm going to go to Sky's Hatchery now. I'm going to fly to Mermaid Falls now. I'm going to talk to Tuki. I'm going to get the gem jug dance. And I'm just going to get a bunch of gems. And I will farm for these, but I want to at least show myself getting the gem jug dance. Once I get that, I'll most likely cut ahead to me buying everything else. Okay, so Mermaid Falls. I mean, Tuki can also be accessed on Tasseltown and at Hypno Baron's castle, but I do think that this is the quickest way to access her. So you go to the first part of this level, use the warp dance to quickly go to the second part of the level. There we go, warp dance. I also just realized that I haven't purchased the attract power up yet. So you want the attract power up because that will allow you to get gems more quickly from the gem jug. I'll showcase all of this in just a moment. Hang on, got a million things to do. I did not plan this out super perfectly. Please forgive me. I'm trying my best. I'll show you guys what you're supposed to do if I can just get through this. Okay. Get through this screen. Turn into the harpy. Get through this screen. Then fly all the way to the top of the next screen so I can go to the following screen and finally talk to Tuki. Okay? We should be good. Things will be fine. I'm trying to do things as quickly and as professionally as I can. You'll have to forgive me. You'll have to bear with me. I'm trying to do everything. I'm trying to get 100% in hero mode so I can properly 100% this game. I mean, I did everything else. I 100% of the main game. I 100% of the main game in less than 4 hours. I beat the game in general in less than 2 hours. And now I'm doing hero mode 100% in less than 4 hours, I might add. Maybe less than 3 hours? We'll see. We'll see. Let me go ahead and break this jar while I'm at it, since this one will... I believe that jar will always have gems in it, so... Just wanted to do it real quickly. Alright, let me continue flying all the way up here, and we should be good to go! Are you folks ready? Because I'm ready. I'm ready to 100% complete the remainder of hero mode in Shantae, Half-Genie Hero. Alright, fly up here, destroy that crab. We don't need him on this screen anymore. Go on over here, break these jars, get some hearts because I never healed, but I'm not even worried about healing right now. I just need to get that gem jug power up. Move. And I'll break this open. Yay, more hearts. And I'm still missing a heart, so I don't have full health, but that's okay. Hello, Tuki. This is Tuki. I'll have to buy everything from her eventually, but for the time being, I just need the gem jug, which I had to trade the warp dance for, so getting back here will be super inconvenient. But here's the general strategy, okay? You turn into the gem jug. I missed it. Let me try that again. You turn into the gem jug, you shake your analog stick around a bunch of times, and you get gems, and they fly all over the place. Now, what you're supposed to do in order to speed up this process is you're supposed to have the magical tiara, so that you have infinite magic, and you can use the gem jug as much as you want. And you're supposed to have the attract power-up, so you can just bring all the gems to you. So I'll showcase a quick example of this real quickly, and then I'll go ahead and cut ahead, okay? I screwed this whole thing up. I realized that you had to trade the warp dance, so I'll have to go back to Tuki later the old-fashioned way and buy everything from her without the use of the warp dance. It'll be fine. It's only going to take like an extra minute, but it is a slight inconvenience. That's okay. As long as I have this gem jug, as long as I have the magical tiara, as long as I can get a bunch of gems so I can buy everything else in the game, that is what matters. Okay? So let's go back over to the item shop and let's just farm for some gems. So let me just farm a little bit. So just enough to where I can buy the attract power-up, because if I have the attract power-up, these gems that are flying all over the shop will just automatically come to me. So for now, this doesn't look good, right? But I believe with like 50 gems, or maybe it's 75, I don't remember. But with a sufficient amount, I can buy at least the first attract power-up. And so that way I can properly showcase things. So come on. Let's see. Maybe it is 75. Now that's the case, you know, that'll make things loads easier. Let me talk to you real quickly and find out. Okay. It is 75. So let me just get a few extra gems. Trust me, it will make all the difference, I promise. And then I won't have to show you guys this anymore. I still have to do it. It's still going to be a bit of an extra task for me, but it'll be fine. All right, so now I can buy Super Attract, and then Max Attract is just another 75. So now, with Super Attract, I can get more gems more quickly. Good. Yeah, now you generally want to stand right in the center. You kind of want to overlap this guy, especially since the gems that fly over to the left can sometimes hit that little wall and fall down and come right back to you. But yeah, this is the general gist of it. Okay, I won't show you guys this anymore. I'm just going to get all the other gems. I'm going to buy everything off screen, and we should be good to go. Okay? Okay. See you all in just a moment. Whoosh. Okay, I think now's a reasonable time to cut back to. Hey folks, so I pretty much bought everything else. I bought everything from the item shop, and I believe the Super Revive Dance is the last thing I need. But just in case, I'm going to trade for the Blobfish real quickly, and I'm going to trade back for Obliterate real quickly, because you need to have them all in your inventory at least 1 point so you can get 100%. So, just to show you guys, got the Blobfish. We're all done, okay? I bought everything. I bought every power-up. You can even see in the top left corner I have the Storm Bubble now. So we should be good. I don't really want the Blobfish anymore. I want Warp Dance. I want Obliterate. I probably won't even use Obliterate, but it's much more useful than the Blobfish, okay? We good? That should be everything. Now, I just need to obliterate the screen real quickly. Okay, good. Now I can say that I used it at least once. Now, all I have to do is I have to go back to Uncle Mimic. I have to talk to him. I have to go through all those cutscenes that show Shantae being evil and whatever, but I'll just skip through those. It's not super important, and I've been skipping everyone else's text anyway, so we'll go through that, and then Uncle Mimic will say that I need 4 clues so that I can take down Risky, and I already have everything I need to get those 4 clues. So we'll go through all that, then I'll take on the final level, I'll beat Risky Boots, we'll go through the credits, we'll see if there are any extra unlockables or achievements, and then that'll be it. And then Hero Mode will be done. And if there's no extra mode or extra anything, if this is it until DLC comes out, then this is technically the finale of Shantae Half-Genie Hero until that DLC comes out. So, awkwardly, this is, what, like part 18, part 19? This is just the finale, and I didn't even realize it. Just until DLC comes out, just until that extra content comes out, so I'm not going to treat it like it's a finale. I'm not going to make it have a huge, big bang of emotions and thoughts and all that. I mean, I might express my thoughts again when we get to the credits, but for the time being, let me just go through this cutscene stuff that isn't super important right now. Let me get that Risky's hideout map, and let me just continue on with this game. But yeah, like, I've been enjoying this game, but I'll have a more fitting finale when the time comes. So, let's go ahead and get these clues. I already got the data chip from Mermaid Falls. I got that in the previous parts, if I'm not mistaken. I already got all of the Sunken Souls, so I can go in the bathhouse and get this. Hypno Baron! I gave him a Sunken Soul, and then he's going to give me Risky's Ribbon. Cool. I'll take those. Thank you. Already got all the Sunken Souls. Got the remainder of those in the previous part. Alright, and then Ammo Baron. Ammo Baron? Is that scrap metal for me? Sure, randomly giving you scrap metal, and then you're going to randomly give me something that belongs to Risky Boots. So now I got Risky's Pendant. And then the 4th one, I got to do something a little extra to get it. So I got to go over to the art gallery. I got to talk to the Squid Baron, who will be in here. He'll give me a poster. I have to exchange this poster with another character that's in Hypno Baron's castle. He'll give me that item that I have to give to the Squid Baron, and then I'll finally get the last item from that belongs to Risky Boots. So we should be good. Okay, so I got this. Now I have to go back to Hypno Baron's castle, and I'll probably screw up getting through it once or twice because I always get all the rooms mixed up, but I'll do it. I'll get everything that I need, and then I should be good to go. Okay? Okay. I just have to skip a little bit more text, and then finally I can start the final level! Skip all this text. Sky is all like, oh yeah, we gotta take on Risky Boots, and I'm like, not yet! I gotta deliver this poster and get some more stuff related to Risky Boots, and then I can challenge her because I'm going for the good ending in the hero mode. Wouldn't make a whole lot of sense for me to have the bad ending in hero mode. I mean, this is a 100% walkthrough. I've showcased everything else in this game right now, so I may as well showcase all of this. So we're going to pass on Risky's hideout. We're going to go to Hypno Baron's castle. We're going to look for that one zombie who's willing to accept this poster. And then I can calm down a bit. I can get the magic pendant that will save the genie realm when I fight the final boss. And I'll get the good ending. Alright, we good? We're good. Okay, so watch as I screw up these rooms once or twice. I mean, I obviously have to go in here. But then here's where I forget things, because there's one path that leads to a heart holder. There's one path that leads to the next segment of the level. And there's one path that leads to the zombie. And I need to get to the zombie. Now, I believe I have to go through this way first. Yeah, and then there's two options. One option takes me to the next portion of the level, and I think that's what this is doing. So this is not the way I want to go. Darn it all. You know, I might just cut ahead because this is embarrassing. Yeah, see that zombie down there? That's where I need to go. All right, I'm going to cut ahead. I'll be right back. See you all in just a moment. Whoosh. Ah. All right, whoosh. Like, I get it. This level's supposed to be a maze, and I keep getting lost in it, but it's just... I wouldn't consider myself bad at mazes. I just keep getting all the places backwards. Anyway, let's skip all this text. I'll give him the velvet poster, and then he should give me the squid poster. Excellent. That's the last collectible thing that I need to get besides the last Risky Boots item. So, let's get out of here. Let's not have to worry about this level anymore, at least for a little while, until I wind up playing Shantae again when the DLC comes out, and we'll see if this level is used for anything at all. And then I can take on the final level and attempt to speedrun that. Alright, so, back to Scuttletown, back over to the Squid Baron, back over to Uncle Mimic and get in the magic pendant and whatever, and then finally, Risky's lair. It'll be fun. It'll be great. Keep up that enthusiasm. Keep up the pace. Things will be phenomenal. Okay? Let's go. Let's do it. Let's just keep moving. Let's just keep moving. Let's just keep doing things. Alright. Here we go. Where's that Squid Baron? Tell him I've got a poster for him. A poster that he specifically will like because nobody else really wants it. There you go. Alright, give me that. Yeah, you can have it, alright. Now, can you give me the item that I need? Yeah. I've got to have this laminated. Oh, not the buckle. No, no, no. The poster. Just, you know, skipping through the text so quickly makes it look like all the messages are messed up. Okay, maybe that's just a joke that I'll understand and laugh at, but nobody else will find funny. So let's blow it over like nothing happened, and let's just continue on with the rest of this game, huh? So now that I have all 4 items that belong to Risky Boots, I can take these over to Uncle Mimic. He'll make me a special item that will allow me to get the good ending of this game, that will save the Genie Realm, should it collapse, and it will, because I've already played the ending of this game, and I'll be good to go. So I have to give him each item individually. Alright, this is Risky's buckle. This is Risky's cufflink. There you go. This is Risky's pendant. And then this is Risky's ribbon. That's all 4, and then if I just press plus, I should get the magical polarizer. I don't know why I kept saying magic pendant. I'm sorry. Magical polarizer. There you go, Shantae. You said it and I spoke over you. It's time to stop Risky Boots once and for all, because I've already played the bad ending, the good ending, the 2-hour speedrun, the 4-hour 100% speedrun, and now I'm going to do hero mode. Alright? I think I've beaten Risky Boots enough times to know how to get through this final level, how to get through this final boss fight, and how to properly beat the game. Okay? So let's go. Let's do it. Here we are. Risky's hideout. In fact, I played Risky Boots. I beat her a bunch of times because I played against her and I didn't get 100%, and then I had to battle her again so that I could get 100%. Oi. So I've battled Risky Boots like 7 times now. Alright, well, whatever. Turn into the mermaid. Let's go do this little rail shooter segment real quickly. And then I get to go through the lava realm, whatever. Alright, so let's just do this. Enjoy it, guys. It's fun. You know, part of me is debating just like speeding this up. Because I've already shown all this. I've shown me getting the 100% ending and all that. All this is going to be the same. But just because this is technically a finale video right now, I may as well showcase everything, right? I mean, I already skipped out a bunch of other stuff anyway. I already spared you guys the details of me getting all these gems, of me buying all the items, of me going back and forth in Hypno Baron's castle. Presumably, that's assuming I edited everything. So, I mean, I imagine I should leave a few things in here. I should showcase me battling the can't even speak. I should showcase me battling the final boss again, even if it is like my 7th time showing it in this walkthrough. And I should showcase myself getting through these levels. I'm going to try to speedrun them, but I should showcase it. There's no point in me speeding this up anymore because I've already shown sped up stuff for the 2-hour and 4-hour speedruns. So I'll just show this. Hey guys, look at me. I've got deadly bubbles. I've got mines to destroy. I've got fish to destroy. I've got starfish teaming up with me. How do you guys like this? I'm getting all these gems that I'm not going to need unless it transfers over into another save file that'll be required for when the DLC comes out. I don't know. I don't even know when the DLC is coming out. But when it comes out, I will do my best to cover it as quickly as possible. And I'll probably restate these things as we approach the credits of this game. So there's no point in talking about all this right now. For the time being, enjoy Shantae as a mermaid because the designers put a lot of thoughts into how her appearance should be, and it looks pretty cool, all things considered. The overall color palette and design of this game looks very pretty. It's very enjoyable to look at. I love games with a hand-drawn art style, and WayForward seems to be very phenomenal at making them, as evidenced by the fact that they also made Mighty Switch Force and DuckTales Remastered. So, for now, I'm pretty much just stalling because this rail shooter segment is going to be the same speed every time. It's going to be the same thing every time. It's okay. It's not super hard. It's not super difficult. It is rather enjoyable, and it is kind of nice seeing these factory-related things in the background to kind of give this place more of an atmosphere. But because it is going to be the same speed every time, because it is going to be the same thing every time, there's only so much I can commentate without being redundant or annoying. And I apologize if I've already reached that point of this commentated session. But I believe I am approaching the end. The end should be near. The end is not in sight, but it should be near. I'm having a bunch of stuff thrown my way, so I imagine I can't be too far off from finally entering this area. There we are. There's the end. Though, I kind of wonder, not that it's super necessary, not that it makes me think less of the game, I kind of wonder how I randomly go from this mermaid thing over to this area. I mean, just having a small segment of me going through a pipe or something is not necessary, but it could have been a nice little touch. I don't know, maybe that's just me grasping for straws, thinking of something to not like about this game. I really do like this game. It is flawed. There are things that I don't like about it, so I don't even know why I'd have to grasp for straws, but I don't know, just a random point of conversation that I'm randomly a mermaid, and then I go into the next portion of the level, and then all of a sudden it's all lava-based, and I'm not a mermaid anymore, ah! Anyway, I'm using this electric thing. I guess I'm supposed to, like, hold it down. Ah, okay. Yeah, I still stand by the scimitars are the more useful weapon. I tried doing something cool, I tried doing something different, but alas, it didn't work, so how about we just go with my regular speedrunning tactics that I've been doing every time I play this level. So obviously, the two power-ups that you're probably going to use the most are the harpy and the elephant, actually, because the elephant is required. You'll use the monkey for one portion of this level, but otherwise it's the harpy. I mean, the bat's useful too. I used it once or twice, but obviously you'll need the harpy, you'll need the elephant. You need the elephant to stomp, like here, and then you can use the monkey or the harpy to get across this. Now, I'll go ahead and use the monkey, just for the sake of example. Technically, the monkey is faster. I believe it is the fastest power-up in the game, and is also Shantae's fastest method of transportation. So, you know, may as well use the monkey. I don't mind getting hit because I now have infinite health, technically speaking. I have that one dance that replenishes my health. And because I have infinite magic, I can use that dance as much as I want. So let's just do this. Let's just fly through this. Literally and figuratively. I am flying through it because I'm the harpy. And I also am just flying through it because I'm moving so quickly. How do you guys like that? Boom, let's get my scimitars out. Alright, that way I can just do this. Not that I have to destroy you guys, but I figure I have infinite magic, so I may as well do so. I may as well use it. And this segment's already over. Well, I thought there was a little bit more to it, so using the scimitars would be more useful, but hey, if it's done, it's done. I ain't complaining. Let's keep on going. Alright, next part. The scimitar will probably not be super useful here. That's right, because this is like an all-flight segment, kinda. Okay, well, obviously I want to be the harpy. Don't get crushed. Fly over everything. Whoa, why is that? Whoa! Why do they, like, merge into each other? I guess that's kind of a glitch. They spaced out properly afterward. That was weird. those crushy things were not spawned in the proper locations, but they fixed themselves. So is that a glitch or what? I don't know. Either way, proceed through this part of the level with caution. It's obviously intended for you to die super quickly. It's intended to be a Harpy-specific segment. Of course, I died as soon as I said proceed through with caution, but hopefully that type of thing won't happen again because normally I'm better at this segment. So I advise sticking near the top. Again, these little crusher platforms are spawning in incorrect locations, but they are fixing themselves, so I don't really know what to make of it. Just a minor glitch, I guess, not a super big deal. Alright, try this again. Proceed with caution, but since this is also me trying to be somewhat cool and professional and get through it as quickly as possible, whatever, I will not be super cautious. I mean, this isn't going to be world record time, okay? This isn't going to be world record time, but it will be done in a quick enough manner to where I hopefully won't be boring you guys. And I'm going to try to do all of this while also still maintaining a consistent level of commentary. Alright, we good? We should be good. Back to the... Whoops, I missed the Harpy. Let's try that again. Back to the Harpy. Alright, get through a few more of these crushy platforms. Actually stick to the bottom of this one, and then for the rest of this, I believe I can just hang out near the top. No, wait, now I got to do more of this. Alright, it's okay. We're okay. We're doing things. Now I can stay near the top. Yeah, I'll just fly over this one. How do you guys like that? Okay, good. Now this part of the level is done, which means all that remains is a bunch of boss fights. So Risky Boots is up first. I would say that she is the hardest phase of this 3-phase boss fight because she takes the longest. She requires me to actually go up and deal a bunch of damage to her. And, I mean, she can hurt me like crazy, so I'm not super concerned though. There are 2 strategies I can propose for this. Having the invincibility bubble, which will mean that I won't get hurt for the majority of this fight, or any of this fight, because I have infinite magic, or using the scimitar. Now, for speed purposes, I'm going to use the scimitar. I'm not super concerned about getting hurt, especially since I'll get healed automatically once this fight is over. However, if I just wanted to be cautious and not waste my health, I could use the invincibility bubble. But I'm so used to this boss fight that I'm just concerned about beating it as quickly as possible. So I'm just going to spam this scimitar, I'm going to spam my hair whip, I'm just going to try to defeat Risky as quickly as I can. There you go. Yeah, just keep doing this. See, this is why the scimitar is the best item in the game. I mean, besides the magical tiara that gives me infinite magic. If we're talking about weapons and power-ups, scimitar. It's been so useful for me. I used it against the Ammo Baron, took him out super quickly. I used it against that Squid Baron, Hypno Baron boss fight. It was super useful for me. And now, here in the Risky Boots boss fight, it's super useful. I mean, all I gotta do is jump. I don't have to press anything. Even for like regular bits of levels, it's just super useful to have around me. It's just a protective armor. It's great. So get this. Even if you're not going for 100%, just get it. It's useful. Even in my any percent speed run, I used it. It's great. And obviously you can combine it with your hair whip and do like 11 damage for every millisecond. Not millisecond, but you can do like 50 bits of damage per second just doing this. There we go. See, boss fight's already over. Scimitar, best weapon. That's what I'm talking about. Now, unfortunately, the scimitar is not going to be super useful for these next 2 phases of this boss fight, but at least I've proven its worth. At least I like to think so. Okay, this is the end, Risky Boots, and then next phase of the boss fight. Now, just to make sure, I'm pretty sure my health is healed up, but I kind of just want to use a heal thing anyway, and I am healed up. Right, whatever, that was a waste. Anyway, okay, this boss fight's pretty easy, especially now that I know what to do. See, in my main walkthrough, it took me a little while to figure things out, but now I know that all I have to do is turn into the monkey, run in one direction a bunch of times, wait for these little things to come out, and then turn into the elephant and destroy them. Or pound on them, I guess. Slowly but surely. Cool. Alright, so that's done. I can get 2 at a time. Just keep running in one direction enough times until they come out again, and then once you've destroyed all of them, start running in the opposite direction. It'll make sense in just a moment. You gotta believe me. Alright? It does psych me out when I have to move to the left when I've just been repeatedly moving to the right, but it's fine. There we go. Alright, and then I'm not going to be able to get the other one in time because, like I said, I can get 2 maximum. Okay? I mean, I can probably get like 2.5. Maybe I could, but I just figure I know for certainty I can get 2, and I'll just leave it at that. Boom, this is destroyed. Now, all I have to do now is, I'm heading in the wrong direction, but it doesn't matter until this next phase starts. Yay! Okay, I should probably start heading in the opposite direction now. Okay, so head to the opposite direction for long enough until these little glowy things come out, and then stomp on them with the elephant. Same thing, this is the whole boss fight. Alright, I turned into the wrong thing, let me try that again. Okay. See, it's like psyching me out because I've been going to the right, and then I had to stomp on things, and now I'm going to the left, and then I have to hit left or right to transform into the proper thing. It's psyching me out, I'm sorry. I wasted a split second of your time. You'll have to forgive me. But like I said, I'm not the world's best Shantae player. I'm just a guy trying to make a 100% walkthrough, darn it. And thank you all for watching me do so. Okay, here we go. Destroy that. One more thing to go. I'm just gonna start heading to the left. Not even worried. Not even worried. I've got plenty of health. I'll just take the hits. All right, I'll just take it. Yeah, you're not even gonna hit me with that. All right, boom. Jump over here, and this boss fight is over, or at least this phase of it. Then we move on to the third and final phase, which I guess is tough. I mean, I don't know. If you just use the invincibility bubble, you're fine. You just have to time things. It's fine. It's not like you can go in with the scimitar and spam your hair whip like I did with Risky Boots, and it's not like it's just the same repetitive action like I did here with this phase of the boss fight where I just turned into the monkey and stomped on things. This, I just have to time stuff. If I can time things properly, it'll be super easy. But as it stands, I'm very terrible at timing this. All right, so let's use that invincibility bubble. That way I know that I won't die here. The invincibility bubble is probably the best thing you can use here, simply put. All right, so yeah, just have to hit these little orbs at the machine in the background, but it'll only hurt them once the opening comes up. Now, if you miss the opening and you hit the force field, it will slow down the force field. So even when I miss, I'm still doing something. As long as I hit these things at all, that's the best way to fight these. That's the best way to fight this boss fight. As long as I hit these glowing lights at all, I am making progress. All right. Now, I'm sure some professional person will be able to land all of these hits on the first try while it's moving at this crazy speed, but not me. I have gotten one hit in before when it was moving at this speed, but that was about the best that I did. So, whatever. And see, yep, just barely hitting that force field. I'm trying, guys. I really am. I'm doing my best. You have to forgive me. Okay, boom. That's done. Let's just keep moving. Just keep up that pressure. Keep up that pace. Okay? And bada bing. But gosh darn it! See, again, just barely hitting the force field. That's my problem with this boss fight. This phase, like, I'll never perfect. I will just keep getting destroyed by it. I mean, I won't get destroyed. I'll just keep spending a long time on it. At this point, I'm just trying to slow down the force field, and then trying to find these genies that don't have shields around them, because those are the only ones I can turn into these orbs that I can hit at the boss. Ready? There we go. That'll do it. I'll turn you into a glowing ball that I can hit at the boss. Okay, and oh, I was trying to be cool. I thought maybe I could get it through that little gap, but I cannot. Let's see if I can do it this time. Got it. There we go. All right. Well, I'm gonna guesstimate 2 to 3 more hits. I don't think it's gonna be any more than that. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, time this properly. Time this properly. There we go. Okay. So that's 1. All right. Let's see how many more hits it's gonna take from here. Nah, well, that doesn't count. I just screwed that up. I'm talking about like 2 to 3 more direct hits. Ready? Here we go. 2. All right, is this next one going to be the last one? That is the question. Well, I missed, but I'm talking about like this next direct hit. Is the next direct hit going to be the final direct hit? Let's find out. No, there's more. Well, maybe this next one will be the last one. I don't know. Let's find out, huh? Darn it. Nope, still hitting the force field. You're going to have to give me a few more seconds to try this whole scheme again. Come on now. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's do it. There we go. That is the last one. All right, well, hey, this boss fight is over. Now, there's only one thing left for me to do before I can properly conclude this part of the video, or this part of the game, or before I can properly conclude hero mode. I have to slide down that one last slide. So I'm going to do that real quickly. I'm going to get the zombie hamster so that the game will actually say that I have 100%. All right, good? Good. Here we go. So I'm going to try and see if I can do this on my first try. That's what I want to do. It's not hard. I just get psyched out by 1 or 2 parts of it. So let's do it. Boom. Jumping. Already jumping. Not even worried. All right, let's go, Shantae. Oh, what's that? There's a lava wave coming behind me. Psst, I've done this segment like 5, 6, 7 times already. I'm not even worried. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's give it my all. All right, here we are. Jumping over things. Jumping over things. Grabbing onto things. Hanging onto things. We should be good. All right. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Still jumping. Not even worried. Gonna keep talking. Gonna keep jumping. Gonna keep commentating. Gonna keep playing. Play the game. There we go. See? Not even worried. Yeah. Okay. Almost done. Almost done, folks. We should be okay. Hiya. Ah. Okay, yep, see, still getting it. Trying to maintain my consciousness while still talking. Alright, I think there's like one more segment or so. Alright, we good? I think there's like one more segment. I have to hang on to something. Yes! I did not mean to jump! Oh my goodness! I could have done it on my first try. What's the matter with me? Well, you know what? I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get down this slide on my first try. Even though I have played it like 6 or 7 times, I always manage to screw things up. And this time around, I just screwed things up because I pushed the jump button again by accident. Had I not pressed it, I actually would have beaten this whole thing on my first try. But you know what? It's okay. In fact, I actually want to try to experiment with something. So throughout this whole segment, you notice that Shantae doesn't have her health bar, she doesn't have her magic meter. But I wonder, if I push the A button, am I able... Ooh, yes I am! I am able to use different weapons. So I can use my scimitar. I'm just trying to see what I'm at right now since I can't see when I'm changing weapons. Okay, hang on. So like, can I use something that will allow me to float in the air? Can I just like completely ruin this whole slide? Yes, I can, the flamethrower. Look at this. No, hang on, let's try that again. If I just hold down the flamethrower button, because I have infinite magic, I will never run out of the flamethrower, and thus, I will just forever float in the air. So you mean to tell me, I could have like, more or less, skipped this entire segment the entire time? I could have just done this. I guess I could have also used that little cloud ability, but whatever. I could have just done this. Guys, I could have beaten this on my first try the entire time. I played this slide like 6 or 7 times, and I'm only now realizing that I can do this. Alright, well, I figured that out now. And then we're going to have a quick cutscene, and then the ending's going to play. Now, I imagine the ending's not going to be anything different. I imagine it's still going to be the same ending as the main story. So, for that reason, I'm actually going to skip the ending. I'm going to go straight into the credits. I'm going to talk a little bit during the credits, and then I shall properly conclude this video, and I shall properly, for the time being, conclude this walkthrough, okay? So, hey Sky, phew, we made it. I'm going to press plus. We're going to skip this. All right, folks? So, guys, gals, everybody, that is Hero Mode of Shantae Half-Genie Hero, which is pretty much just the New Game Plus mode of this game, which basically means it's the main game, but I start off with some extra abilities that just make it all around easier. I don't know if you get any collectibles. We'll find that out in just a minute. But for the time being, let me just reiterate my thoughts on Shantae Half-Genie Hero. I think it is a good game. I think it's a great game. I don't think it's like an award-winning game, per se. It definitely has some flaws. It is cheesy, and I wasn't, like, blown away by it. But let me tell you the parts of this game that were my favorites. Obviously, its soundtrack is awesome. I have it downloaded. I have it on my 3DS, so that when I travel, I can listen to it on the go. I think its music is fantastic. Jake Kaufman is the composer. He always does a great job. As you can see right there, music composition, Jake Kaufman. He's great. This is another fun example of his work. The art style is beautiful. Mwah! I stated earlier that I love hand-drawn games, and this game is very visually appealing. WayForward is great with this type of art style. I hope they keep making games like this, whether it's Shantae or another franchise in general. The overall gameplay is fun, it's fine. The whole Metroidvania style is fine, especially with the way that Shantae does it. This whole idea of going back and forth between levels with extra power-ups and unlocking extra things is something that I generally like in video games. So, with this game in particular, I think it works out fine. Just another thing I want to point out, I stated this when I first beat the game, but my name is not in the credits. I sent an email to WayForward, I haven't gotten a response, but they said that they were going to be busy for the first chunk of the year. So hopefully, when they update the game, they'll include my name in the credits like they said they would for some other backers. I think WayForward did an awesome job keeping fans up to speed. If you were a backer of this game, they would send like a monthly, sometimes even weekly update regarding the game's development. So they would showcase screenshots or character designs, or they would just talk about the game in general, and I think that's very awesome of them to do. They were very, very connected with their audience. They retweeted fan art, they promoted videos, they even retweeted one of my videos when I played one of their first demos. So I love WayForward as a company. I think they did a great job with this game. Here are the flaws with this game. I mean, there's no incentive to play Hero Mode if there's no reward at the end of it. There are 1 or 2 story elements that feel like they kind of came out of nowhere. Like, there was this whole thing about Shantae saying how she was just covering up for her human half, and I get wanting to tell like a a nice story and having a moral at the end, but I feel like that could have been done better, but I guess I'm not really playing Shantae for the story. They even kind of make fun of their story about how all these dangerous things are coincidentally happening on the same day, so I'm not super bummed about that. The level design is nice, but things like Hypno Baron's castle feel kind of empty. Even the last level feels a little too simple for a last level, if I'm being honest. And I think that overall, like, the game's fun, the game is cool, it's simple, I love it. Just like overall, I wasn't blown back like, whoa, this game is amazing. But for what it is, I enjoyed it. I think it's a fun game. I had a lot of fun recording it for my channel. It seemed like my audience had a lot of fun watching it. So if that's what I got out of it, then I'm happy, I'm satisfied. And I'm definitely thankful that I was able to even be a Kickstarter supporter of this game. I'm glad that this game proved that not all Kickstarter campaigns are bad, or crowdfunding campaigns in general. I mean, with the likes of Shovel Knight, Shantae, and soon to be Yooka-Laylee, I think crowdfunded games will have more of a positive reputation, will have more of a positive feedback, and that's what I want to see. I want, sorry, I just hit my microphone. I want developers and designers to be able to make the games that they want to make and not have to worry about corporations changing things. And I think that crowdfunding is a great way to do that, and I think that games like Shantae show that people are willing to support a game and that a company can still make a great game with crowdfunded money. I think Way Forward is a pinnacle example of how a company should use a crowdfunding site like Kickstarter, and how a company should connect with its fans and just create a great product. Now, as a standalone game, I believe this game at retail is like 30 bucks, maybe it's more. I don't know if the price is warranted. I had a lot of fun with this game, but in terms of the content in the game, I don't know just yet. There is DLC coming out, I get that, and with the DLC, the price point is probably valid. As it stands, just right now, without the DLC, I don't know if I can say like it's worth 30 bucks. It's definitely fun. It's definitely worth like 10 bucks, 20 bucks, and maybe, like I said, when the DLC comes out, it's probably even worth 50 bucks. But for now, it is a bit short. Maybe that's for the better. I don't know. We're at the end of the credits now. 100% completion. Beat the game in less than 3 hours. That's what I'm talking about. Do I unlock anything? Well, I unlocked this picture of Shantae in a bikini, but I unlocked this in the previous parts. It is a nice photo. It looks very, very cool, and of course, it's very sexy and cute. But I do like the vibrant colors, and I do like Shantae just having a nice, relaxing time on the beach. Alright, so there doesn't seem to be a special unlockable for hero mode, so that is a gripe, but I did it. I checked for myself, and now I believe that I have done everything that I can possibly do in this game for the time being. Main game was 100%ed, hero mode 100%ed. I'm 100% of the game in less than 4 hours. I beat the game in general in less than 2. I've unlocked everything. So, for now, guys, this is the tentative finale until the extra content for this game comes out. So, Way Forward, thank you so much for making this game. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Despite the few gripes that I had with it, I had a very fun time. Thank you all for watching my videos, folks. I'm so glad that you guys were able to support me playing a game like Shantae. I'm glad that Shantae has become more and more mainstream. I'm glad that she's become more and more of a recognizable and respected character. And I'm glad that Way Forward is like really pushing her character, pushing her franchise. Because it is fun, it is cool, it's creative. And all in all, I think that it was definitely worth my time to showcase this game on my channel. It was definitely worth my time to back this game on Kickstarter, and it was definitely worth my time to put all this effort into these videos. But for now, I have to work on some other things. I believe at this point, I'm going to go back to working on a few of my other walkthroughs, like Pikmin 3, and I'm going to get ready for the Nintendo Switch coming out, and if this game gets ported to the Switch, we'll see if I continue playing the Wii U version or the Switch version. We'll see. But for now, that wraps up this part, and for the time being, that wraps up this walkthrough of Shantae, Half-Genie Hero, and I'd like to thank you all for watching. See you all in future videos, whether they be Shantae related or not. Bye-bye, humans! Whoosh!